geeks were the ones who dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Separate you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and this is episode 360 episodes that we've done this damn thing.
Full circle.
Full fucking circle. And we're still here. We're still doing it. So, again, yes, this is me, Steve, the guy. And,
Yes, Steve.
And joining me today, we got Alex.
I don't know why, but for now, since Brian can't make it because of personal reasons, I was just like, I'll take his applause.
Okay, let's do the applause. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feed upon it. Nom 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 nom. Oh, give it to me. Nom nom
You
nom.
take it all. You take it all.
Ooh, that hell. Insert that's what she said joke. Canceled. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
in all seriousness, man. Like I said from last week that I was gonna go see Fluffy.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? How was that?
Dude, I think I told you this a long time ago that was one of those like bucket list goals to go see him live at least once in my life.
Right.
And thanks to it was a birthday gift from Jennifer
Okay.
that I was able to go see him live, and it was really good.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's up, dude?
very enjoyable. He didn't do the greatest hits. Actually did a whole new set.
As they should. If they're doing a whole new thing, I think at least they should do a whole new set, no matter what.
Yeah, but you know what it also is that since his Netflix special just came out recently, the new one,
Mm-hmm.
that of course he's gonna move forward, with to do new stuff.
Yeah, and it's only right. Again,
I'm
that's how I feel. I feel that they should put out all new shit, no matter what. Especially when they're going on tour after a whole new set is out. Once you see it on TV, put something else out so that way other people are like, oh yeah, look, this is something totally different.
I mean, it's not necessarily retiring this stuff,
No, it's not. It's
but
just
because I mean, like the whole thing is like no matter what, you can always refer to things here and there because
yeah.
there are certain things that are like part of your act that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
like you're known for that.
Yeah.
It's like saying, I'll give you an example. Like when I first got into Joe Coy, right? And he's always talk about his son, like when his
Mhm.
son was a baby, that he's always talking about playing with his tank tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Now his son is almost, the son is a young man, like almost a full-fledged adult.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, he can't go back to those old jokes.
Of course not. You can't do those. You can't. It's just kind of weird if you do.
No, but what I love is that, every time when he talks about his mom, it's just like, it's like, oh, I can relate because, everyone has whatever. A lot of POCs, if you will, have the
Yeah.
stereotypical,
Yeah.
stereotypical that culture mother.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It
So
never
it's just
fails.
like, yeah. So it's just like, oh man, oh, you could just relate.
You see it. You see how relatable it can be.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I get it, dude. I get it.
But yeah, but then the other thing this week that I actually watched that Devil May Cry series.
Oh, how was that? How was that? I was like wondering about watching it. And just never really got a chance to.
I told Brian this, but Brian is very hesitant on watching anything, animated.
Of course, because he's an adult.
I'm an adult, and I fucking,
It was complete sarcasm there.
No, I know, but the whole thing is this: it's just like for a dude that loves that loves collecting and playing with toys, right? He draws a line. Cartoons, no.
No, how dare you say I watch cartoons?
Cartoons, anime, whatever you want to call it. Anime's.
It's a cartoon. It's a fucking cartoon. No matter how you look at it, it's a fucking cartoon.
well, it's based on the style, but whatever. But
It's
yeah,
still a cartoon.
but this series was actually really good.
Okay, okay,
I don't want to spoil it, but the ending is wow. You know, it's 8 episodes,
okay.
but these 8 episodes are like fucking, like just a lot of action.
Nice. Just like the game. The game is another but
Yeah,
action too, so I get it.
but the ending, dude, like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but the ending, wow.
Do you meet his brother or no?
Uh, without really spoiling it, he's
Well, they kind of
mentioned.
tease it in the trailers.
Yeah, so you know you do see him at least in one episode,
Okay, okay.
but
Very cool.
it's not exactly like like how the series starts. They
Hmm.
say that like he says one thing and then he finds out something else.
Okay.
And then what is it? The White Rabbit is an awesome fucking villain.
Yeah.
And the backstory when they go when they go into it, I think it's either episode 6 or 7
Okay.
when they go into the backstory, because they get into the backstory of two characters at the same time.
Nice.
One is the female, like whatever, the female, I want to say cop, but it's not cop. It's
Detective type thing. Yeah, I get you.
yeah, the one with the two different eyes.
Hmm.
Right, they go to her backstory and then they go into the backstory of the White Rabbit.
Nice. So you get enough story from everybody. But okay, this is what they're all about.
Yeah,
Okay. Very cool.
and there's like one episode that for whatever reason is gonna remind you of the Raid.
Nice. Even better. Even more reason to watch it.
Yeah,
Because the raid is one of my favorites of like the last decade or so. I like it. I like it.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah, man. Anything else you've been watching, playing?
Oh, the like I even though like you already know, just what is it? One Piece came out with like 3 episodes within the past like 2 3 days.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
So yeah, so
Was it
the
good or was it
first
bad?
well the first episode was just like a compilation of like everything that happened on the first half of
Previously on
yeah, but
the last 1,000 episodes.
no, but it was the latest arc or whatever, like the first half of it before they went
Okay.
on hiatus.
Okay.
So what they did was they put like everything kind of together as like one big episode. So it was like
Okay.
almost 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so that but of course it's very abridged. Like like they took out certain things, but
It's just the cliff notes of it.
yeah, but the main story thing. So like it's just like wow, you cut. I want to say a minimum of 6 hours, so like almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it was like
So it
super
makes it
to the point.
watchable.
Well, it's watchable regardless.
I'm talking
Honestly,
shit, dude. I'm
no, I
talking
know,
shit.
but you already know, brother. Like I was trying to tell Brian, like, cause even I know Mario would agree with me. Like this series is like one of the best things going on now.
Okay.
Like storyline and everything. Like it's just amazing.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, and then that was I think they put that out one day, and then the following day they put out like a new episode, and then like at least one like a day or two later they had the second episode. I was like, what? Like like a second like a second follow up.
So a third episode.
Yes, but but the whole thing is this is like technically, like I said, it's just a continuation of the of the new arc, but it's leading up to so much that's gonna happen. There's like gonna be like this big battle coming up that I'm just like, I can't fucking wait.
So all these three episodes are technically like a prelude.
Well, like a teaser of what's to come.
Like a
Yeah, like
prelude.
yeah, well, you could say that. But it's just stuff happened. But it's just the anticipation of what's gonna happen.
Okay.
And
Okay.
as you can see, I'm stumbling on my fucking words because I'm getting
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
That
You're
that and I'm trying to hold in the sneeze.
fair. 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 You can mute yourself for a second to sneeze and then be like, okay.
No, like it doesn't like
It's
I wa-
not coming out. Yeah, I
yeah,
got
it's
you.
like
I got
right
you.
there. It's
That's
at the
fair. That's
precipice, but it
fair.
just doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. It happens.
Like if you
It
just
happens.
randomly just hear me like with the like if I just go silent, that's how you know like you're gonna.
When you accidentally like hit the phone with your fucking face when you sneeze. Yeah,
Oh my god, dude!
those are fun ones.
Exactly.
Yes, 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 yes. Very
And
cool,
then
sir.
yeah, then when it comes to gaming, I haven't really like play. I haven't played the Switch or whatever much this week because I've been taking care of personal stuff.
Okay.
But of course, I've been playing, like like all the classic mobile games or whatever that I usually play, like my go tos.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. As for me, I guess
Yeah, what you been up to, dude?
I've been working. Working's fun. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
last week,
adulting.
yeah, exactly. Last weekend was the NCAA women's tournament that was happening out here in Tampa. Um, they had the women's final four at Emily Arena, but across the street from Emily Arena was where I was working. It was they had they called it the party in the plaza, where they closed off this big ass park, and they had live music and vendors and everything there for people to come in, enjoy the time before the game and stuff. And it was that Saturday and Sunday when I was there, and it was a cool time. It was pretty chill, not too bad. Um, Smooth, easy days because there wasn't like a lot of shit going on. So like the thing was happening from like 9 in the morning to like about 3 o'clock when the game started. Once the game started, they shut it down. So we just had to stand there and make sure nobody goes in there that's not supposed to be there. So that's all I was doing because I was working the afternoon shift, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too crazy. Didn't have to deal with too many things, so I was like, okay, cool, I'll take that.
No,
Pretty
that's usually
chill.
the best, man.
Right, exactly. It's like I was doing fucking just standing at a fucking door the whole time. But it was cool. Like I had no problem. I was walking around. I had like, I was with like 10 other people that were, guarding the specific little gates that we had there.
Yeah, you had your weapons ready just in case or whatever.
No, no need for weapons. We're out in the open.
I thought you were gonna say it's Hasline or whatever. I don't need my weapons. My hands are my weapons.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Hey buddy, Mario is joining us in the chat.
Nice.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, but it was a good time those 2 days. It was pretty chill. Then just been watching shit like I usually do. I think
Any updates when it comes to your list for the year?
yeah, I'm at 361. No, 331 right now as of today. Cuz before I was watching SmackDown, I was watching the Japanese version of One Missed Call.
Okay.
Really good movie. Um but this week I actually watched Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
How was that?
That is not bad. It's not
Okay.
amazing.
No,
It's
I
not
understand. No,
amazing, but
your
it's not bad.
hesitation just kind of says it all. Because I'll say this though, and it's the truth. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, not the best movie, but it's a fun watch.
Yeah, the same thing with this one. It's not a
Okay.
it's not a great movie, but it is a fun one. Um, it's pretty cool. It got some pretty gnarly kills, and it's fun. It's a good watch. Of course, it's on the net somewhere. You can find it. You can or you can wait, whatever, till it comes out on streaming or something. Um, I was planning on watching Piglet because Piglet is out too.
And I guess it's a spin-off of the.
Yeah, it's not part of it, but it's a part of it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say like, oh yeah, it's part of the Blood and Honey line or whatever, or the Pooniverse. It doesn't say anything about that, but it is Piglet and is out. I saw it a few times on the webs and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I might watch that sometime soon. Might not be any good at all, but I haven't heard anything otherwise. So why not? I also watched this other movie by one of my favorite like old school horror directors. He's designing horror directors. Uh, Dario Argento.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great director. He's done a bunch of shit that I've really enjoyed. But I watched his latest one, who's actually came out in 2022. It was Dark Glasses. It's really fucking good. His shits are just really fucking good. He's just so good at what he does. Um, I watched that one. I also watched the other one that he did, which was oh no, he didn't do that one. I watched another one, also old school horror. Um, City of the Living Dead, which is really good. That one's from Lucio Fulci. Um, it's good shit. Good old school horror, and I fucking love it. Um,
Dude, speaking of like horror, I was just watching random stuff online here and there,
mhm.
and the one thing that I saw that I just thought was just so fucking funny and stupid at the same time. So someone did an edit of what if The Shining was a rom com.
Yeah,
So
I can
they
see it. I can see
yeah,
it.
so they took the clips and made it into a rom com.
Nice.
And then another thing that just because it was mentioned in one of those like streamers that I watch randomly at like, when they pop up on my Facebook feed,
Hmm.
someone mentioned like something that he was traumatized him as a kid.
Okay.
It like, and it's funny because it's not meant to be scary, but I can understand how it comes to be scary.
Hmm.
So there was like one of those hour movies, like those TV movies they used to have back in the day in the 80s,
Hmm.
and it was a commercial for like for toys,
Hmm.
the Hug a Bunch movie.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
So like the Hug a Bunch or whatever were based on these like dolls or whatever that they look like little babies or whatever, and like the way these puppets were like in this little thing, I can see how they can come off as scary,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
like that and I guess it was the voiceover or whatever, the way that they sound, that it was recorded and how they
Okay.
sounds like really off. And just because I watched that thing of taking The Shining, making it to rom com, is like you could take a kids thing and make it into a horror.
Oh, you could do anything. You could do anything and make it into a horror movie.
Dude, have you ever seen the video of someone that they took the clip from Monsters Inc. and made it into a horror?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it. It's fucking great.
Yeah,
It's really good. There's always where there's a will, there's a way. You can make anything into a horror movie, and I fucking love it.
yeah,
It's all in the pacing and in the music that you put to it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you can also edit over it like certain clips too,
Yeah.
just to add to
Exactly.
it. So that's how they did with the
Hmm.
Monsters Inc. one.
Nice.
Oh, and then I think I mentioned it a few weeks back, but another thing that I love watching, even though they're very stupid, is uh AI ruining movies.
Okay. I don't
So
think
you
I've seen that.
okay, so you can find all these things online. So the one that I saw, it was just so dumb. It was Ghostbusters, but AI ruined it.
Okay.
So like they're like just corny funny.
Okay.
Like they're just so out there and so like dumb. But it's one of those watches that you're just like, all right, I'm kind of mad that I watched it, but I'm kind of not.
Okay. Like you're glad you watched it, and you're glad that
Yeah,
you
am I
you
gonna
enjoy your
watch it
shit.
again? Not
No.
really.
Yeah. No. I got you.
But like I said, they're just so dumb that like it's just like, all right, like like I paid the price. I gave up my time for this.
That's fair. That's fair. I could see it.
Yeah. But
Okay.
if anything, whatever. I think right now, if we can just start getting into some.
Before we get into it, actually, there's one more thing that I actually watched that I actually really enjoyed a lot. That
Oh, okay, okay.
I was I was like debating about watching it a while ago, but I watched the prequel to The Thing that came out way after. Obviously, it came out in like 2011, I think it was. Um, it's really good.
Is it the like they were basing it off the John Carpenter one?
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
prequel for it. It's the one with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Yeah, it came out 2011. It's actually
Okay.
really good, and it leads
The,
directly into
like
the
does it feel
thing.
like that you're saying that? That was my question I was gonna ask you. Did it feel like that it connected well or
Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like it was the perfect lead into it. It had the same pacing, the same type of story that you've seen before, and you're like, wait a minute, like, is it the same thing? And then you're just slowly seeing like everything leads into what we saw in the original thing.
yeah, because you're just so what is it that at the beginning of the movie you just have that husky.
Uh huh. So you see the husky at the end, but you also see like the dude with his hands cut off, with his like he cut his hand and he committed suicide in the fucking chair and shit like that. You see the little things later on as the movie goes, and you're like, wow, okay, it sets it up perfectly.
What I love is how you mentioned that. That's another video that I watched online. I don't know if you ever heard of this like claymation animation called Pingu.
I think I have.
It's a penguin or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yep,
So they did Pingu presents Shark Carpenter's The Thing.
nice.
So it's just hilarious that since you mentioned the thing, I was just like, God damn it, Steve, get out my head.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No, no, but it's fine. That's how you know that, like, you know, that you and I have been friends for like ever. That
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could just bring up stuff. It's like, oh yeah, like Steve would love this. And then since you mentioned that, it was
Hmm.
just like, God damn it, like it's like Steve has always been hanging out with me, even though he lives in Florida, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'm in the city.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yeah.
I'm in my city over here. I'm in the like Tampa is like an extended version of the Bronx.
Okay, because you have a lot of Hispanics there.
Yeah, that and it's mostly hood. There's like nicer areas, but it's a lot of hood too.
I love how you mentioned the hood, and then in the background, the cop, like you hear the cop cars.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It
Oh,
tracks. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it all tracks.
yeah, I like you mentioned, you mentioned home, or your original home, and then out of nowhere, it's just like the reminders. It was like the other day I was talking with Ellie,
Uh-huh.
and we were just mentioning like certain things, like the like when it starts getting warm,
Mm-hmm.
that two things kind of like come up more. You hear more sirens
Yeah.
and the faint sounds of Mrs. Softy.
Yep.
Lo
Yep.
and behold, as I'm conversing with her on one of those days where it's nice and warm, you hear the sirens, and then
Mm-hmm.
right after,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
so she was just like, "I'm missing home." I was like, "Yeah, it misses you too."
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a little bit of softy.
Well, not now because the prices, dude.
Oh yeah, that. But it's always delicious, dude.
Oh no, it is,
I
dude.
love the fact that we actually like I think at two of one the Amalie Arena they have Mr. Softy there, and I believe at Steinbrenner Field they have Mr. Softy there also.
Yes, because if I remember correctly, Mrs. Softy, they do have a Florida, like a Florida thing.
But it's not huge. They don't have like the trucks like they do out there in New York. Like they have like specific like vendors for it, but they don't. I've never seen a Mr. Softy truck out here.
No, but I think it was based more like like maybe they manufacture a lot of the stuff there. I don't know.
Or it just could just be from fucking Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner's like, oh yeah, you have a Steinbrenner out here too.
Yeah,
Because like Mississauga is like a New York essential. Essentially, like that's one of those things that you can't go to New York without Mr. Softy.
yeah. And then what I love is a lot of people sometimes like when they hit the other trucks, it's just like I'll wait.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for the next one. Next one comes around. Oh yeah, this guy. This is the good one.
Yeah, yeah. The other truck. And
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah.
then you just go like, "Hey, Mr. Softy."
Bootleg.
It's just like, listen, like you don't want to get people mad, but you like ice cream's ice cream. It's like what?
Yeah, no, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference.
No, honestly, there's just something about Mr. Salty that hits different.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference. There's always a difference. You can definitely tell. Just like the same thing you can tell the difference between like a hostos, like a ho hos, and like a Swiss roll. You can tell the difference. They look like they're exact same thing, but you
But
can
they're
tell the
not.
difference. Yes, the fat ass in me says you can tell the difference.
The Swiss roll or whatever, remember correctly, that's the one that's like the same thing, but it's covered with chocolate as well, right?
It's the same. It's literally the exact same thing. It's like a little chocolate with the Swiss or whatever. It's like a little chocolate cake with the cream filling or whatever. Just like the ho hos, they're the exact same thing, but the ho hos has richer chocolate, tastes better.
You could taste
The,
the diabetes.
yeah, the Swiss roll, you could taste the waxiness in it, and it's a thinner chocolate. It's not like the better chocolate in the ho hos, which is why the ho hos is more expensive than the Swiss rolls.
Dude,
Yes.
the like when you since we're mentioning like snack cakes now, whatever, the guilty pleasure that is just like it's so diabetic, but it's so good. The fucking zebra cakes.
Yeah, those are crack, dude.
You know which ones are good, but of course they're seasonal. The Christmas tree ones.
Yeah, yeah, those are pretty
I
good.
mean, they're pretty much the same as the zebra
Yeah,
rolls.
they're the same thing. They're just
The
packaged
o-
differently.
actually the only difference is the sprinkles.
Yeah, yeah.
The little the little pebble sprinkles or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But
good
yeah,
though. That's good though.
yeah, that with a nice glass of milk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Mm.
sorry, people that are lactose intolerant or whatever, you could do
Oh, they'll be
lactate,
okay.
or
They'll
you could
be
do the
okay.
juices. Almond, bean, soy.
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, the juices,
Yeah.
because that is
So,
not milk. I will die on that bed, man. That is fucking juice, not milk.
but it's delicious.
Well, the almond one, the like maybe like that has the vanilla in it, that one's
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I usually
And
get.
then the bean juice, the soy, that actually works
Yeah,
perfect with chai.
yeah. I can see it. I don't really drink the soy one. Ooh,
What happened? What's up?
hear the thunder outside.
Huh. God damn it! Now you got me thinking about a fucking soulfly. Lightning and thunder, fear and wonder,
Yeah,
murder
pretty
and
much. Pretty
murder,
much. Yep. Yep.
chaos, disorder.
Yep. 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 Sorry, sir. Sorry. So sorry.
On and on and on and on into Babylon.
So on, we continue with the show, and we get into some geek shit.
Kick shit.
Yeah. So the first thing on the docket for this week, we actually added a couple things earlier today before we started recording. Um, Beetlejuice is coming. So Beetlejuice 3 is in the works.
I kind of hope that it's better than Beetlejuice, because I will say this though, I I did enjoy Beetlejuice, but it wasn't what I really expected.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not like, oh my god, this is so good. It's good. It's not great. It's not the original, obviously, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it for what it was. But I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do with the third part. Because I thought they pretty much finished off the story there with the second one. But then again, we kind of thought that's what they did with the first one anyway. So, but
You
yeah,
know,
this could be cool. This could be good.
it would be hilarious if they decide to take little like things for Beetlejuice goes Hawaiian.
Yeah,
Like that's a deep cut. If anybody, for people who
yeah,
know.
yeah. Just make it fully animated and shit too.
I mean, at that point, I think maybe that would may work better.
I think so. I wouldn't be surprised it would though.
I will say this though, that if you do that, don't confuse people with the animated series, because the anime series or whatever is like its own separate thing. Even
Oh,
though
it's completely yeah, it's its own thing
dude,
completely.
it's really good though. Like the
Yeah,
animated series is fucking classic.
yeah. And I think the whole thing is on Tubi. I think right now. It's either
I
on Tubi or Pluto or something like that.
I have that box set too.
Nice.
Yeah, even though at this point, like collecting stuff where I can only watch it on my PC,
You don't have a
or
DVD player anymore?
I have a player. It's just not connected to the TV.
You put it in a PlayStation.
I gotta have to like dust that off. Because remember, dude, like, for me, like gaming, I've been stuck on the Switch.
Oh yeah, true, true, true. Fair
But I did
enough.
make a promise to myself that, like, you know what, that I do want to connect the PS4 so I can finally, get it out that fucking box. But then my fear is I'm gonna have to wait hours for updating it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's well. The good thing is that you can actually always do the update overnight. So just plug it in, let it start, getting its updates and or whatever, and then by the time you wake up in the morning, you should be good.
I wake up in the morning, whatever it says, it was like 20 hours to go. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like motherfucker.
Oh, I guess I'm going back to the Switch again.
Yeah, basically, basically. No, but the updates aren't that bad. So hopefully this update for Beetlejuice as the third one.
Great transition, by the way.
I try. See, I consistently try to do these interesting little return to form type shits. You know what I mean? Good
No,
little
but you've always been
transitions.
good with that, though, by the way.
Why? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, but this should be cool. This should be cool. It's in the works now, so I don't know if they have a story written or anything, but it's pretty much it's coming soon, eventually.
I mean, like, I like if the way you're putting it, like, it's not in production yet.
No, it's not a project. It's just in the works. So it's they're either
They're
working on a script or the story before the script or whatever the fuck they're doing.
they're probably also trying to gather the money, like, Mr. Keaton, please come back.
Yeah, it would suck if they don't bring him back.
And Mr. Keaton, Mr. Juice,
Yeah.
aka Best Batman,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
please come back.
Please don't go.
Don't go away. I'm begging you to stay.
Hey. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully he comes back, and it'd be cool to see everybody come back for this as well. Because I enjoyed them in this one. It wasn't bad to see Jenna Ortega in it, and also Winona Ryder. She's pretty good. The dude, the husband dude, I really gave a fuck much about him. Like, you could go eat a dick. But it was cool seeing Danny DeVito in it
Wait.
too.
Are you talking about the not Jenna Ortega's dad, the one that was trying to marry?
Yeah, him.
Oh, fuck that guy, man. I hated him from the get.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of his.
I mean, like, I guess he did his role well then, because he was that character. Like, fuck that dude.
Yeah, pretty much. He was one of those despicable motherfuckers. But yeah, this is a pretty fun movie. I enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what part three comes with. Another thing that we see we're well, I'm a fan of Mike Flanagan. Do you know much of Mike Flanagan stuff? Are you a fan of his stuff, or do you know anything of him?
He sounds very familiar. If I'm correct, isn't he like horror or something like that?
Yeah, we've mentioned a bunch of his shit. Brian and myself, we've mentioned a bunch of his shit like last few years. He's been doing stuff. He did like the Midnight Mass on Netflix and all those shows.
Never watched it, but I was intrigued by it. By like when you guys talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But then
uh,
like you already know, my problem is I'm stuck on anime and cartoons.
that's fair. That's fair. So Mike Flanagan, of course, he's done a bunch of shit. He's doing a lot of shit, but he's also now we heard that he is doing a Carrie TV series.
That I heard. I heard about that.
Yes, he's doing a Carrie TV series for Amazon Prime for Prime Video. And it'll begin filming in the summer. And that is pretty fucking cool.
I have a mixed feeling on it or whatever. Like depending on how you play it out, it can, you can play it out as a series, like the whole thing of her slowly finding out about her powers,
Yeah.
right? But it would also be something of like, what is it in the beginning of the thing when she gets like a little tease, she could like maybe move like a can of soda, and then by
Mm-hmm.
the end of it or whatever, she could toss that can, go through the window, or
Yeah.
something. and then this
At
cat.
first, she starts with a can of soda, and then she goes in the second episode. She needs to do a 2 liter. Then the third episode, you get a 3 liter,
And
and
then
then the
like what
fourth
is it?
episode. In the fourth episode, she goes with the full machine, like the full you like soda machine at McDonald's.
No, she gets upset because she goes to, like, let's say if they're doing it like based on if it's nowadays.
Uh
Oh, sorry, but our ice cream machine is out, and she just gives that look, like, that evil look.
huh. She actually makes the ice cream machine work.
Yeah.
That's her new job. She's the ice cream maker.
Wow, Carrie, you're such a great employee.
Uh huh.
Employee of the month.
Uh huh.
And then the other people are just
Hey, it
upset
goes
because,
right back to Mrs. Softy.
yeah, oh, it always goes back to Mrs. Softy.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna have like a horrible, like, horror theme.
She is Mr. Softy.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be great. I like that.
No, I was gonna say as a twist, joking around. Because remember how he used to always just go on like stupid tangents? That's like at the end of the first season or whatever, she gets confronted by Charles Xavier saying like, we can help you control your powers.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of reminds me of what is it? How it should have ended
Oh yeah,
when
yeah.
they did Frozen and they had Elsa join the X-Men.
Uh huh. Yeah. That tracks too. I'm good with it. Yeah. So, but this should be interesting. This should be cool. Like, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. Especially with Mike Flanagan behind it. Like, he's good at what he does, and what I've seen so far, the last few years has been pretty amazing. So, just have to wait and see now. The next thing that came out that's pretty interesting. Are you a fan of Magic the Gathering?
Dude, I used to play that in high school, but then after high school, I kind of fell off hard because
Yeah.
that was around the time, like, after high school. That's when I started getting more into pro wrestling when I was training and stuff.
Fair, fair, fair. Yeah.
But it, like, what was it? Uh, junior high school. That I was like really into Magic the
Okay.
Gathering.
So, they're working on a TV and movie for Magic the Gathering. So, like a whole Magic the Gathering universe, essentially.
I wonder if it's gonna play out like Yu-Gi-Oh, or if they're gonna just take like characters and lore from that game and make it like maybe like some kind of like isekai type universe thing. I don't know.
That would be kind of cool if they do it like that, or if they go the Yu-Gi-Oh route, it'd be kind of dope too. Because I'm a fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So like, it'd be cool if they go that way, and then everybody's playing the game like that, like just drawing cards, and the shit looks like it's fucking real and shit. That'd be kind of cool. But like you said, that would be pretty cool too. I'm pretty down for that. But yeah, a whole TV series and the movie sounds pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with that.
Hell, listen, if it's a property that they think that it can make money, you know, go with God.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If it's a property it's a known seller. People are gonna buy it because of course now that like there are tons of different decks that they're actually working on currently. Like they had a whole Marvel deck. They also recently had a Doctor Who deck. Like they're licensing so many things for it. Just like this, like Lego is licensed so much shit. That's what Magic Gathering is doing now. So I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do with this show and movie and stuff. So it should be
You,
interesting.
it's hilarious how, since you mentioned Lego, like the newest thing is that the latest license they got is Pokemon.
Really,
Yes.
that should be cool. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
because what was it? Pokemon, they lent out the license to, I think, what was it, Mega Blocks or whatever.
Uh huh.
And like, people that like all these like, build them up stuff or whatever, were just like, oh, that's cool, but it's not Lego. And then since Lego got it, everybody was like, oh my god.
Nice. Nah, so this should be cool. This should be cool. Like I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. Like especially now that technology is up to par with a lot of the things that they can possibly do. Curious to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing that's
and,
kind of
and even
interesting.
and even with that, I remember before that this was in the, like, that this is something that was mentioned before that they wanted to do. I'm trying to remember. Was this like pre-pandemic that they mentioned something of this, that they wanted to do something with
Yeah, a
that property?
long time ago. A long time ago, that was like briefly mentioned and shit like that. But now that studios are being like, okay, yeah, like we could do it now. Shit is more possible. The more and more you go through, technology, it just keeps constantly evolving. You could always add more shit to do.
Yeah, what I'm also thinking too is that for whatever reason, that a lot of streaming services and stuff like that, like, since there's a lot of competition now, they're trying to
Hmm.
find whatever properties that think, like, would attract people.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Yeah, so that should be cool.
kind of reminds me of
Curious.
that old thing from South Park or whatever. Thank you for calling Netflix. You got a show.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
If that was the case or whatever, I think we would have had our own thing a long time ago, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. We would have, like, for a while, like Charlie and I were talking about, let's do a Popeye movie. And look at that.
Yeah, you already have two different ones coming out.
Yeah, two different ones that are out. They are out.
Yeah, was it Popeye the Slayer Man, and then was it Popeye?
Popeye's Revenge.
Yeah, Popeye's Revenge. There you go.
Yeah, I've watched both of them, and they're both very entertaining. Slayer Man more than Revenge, but Revenge still entertaining as well.
Which one had the better kills?
Slayer Man.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. But yeah, yeah. Continuing with other shit, of course, that we've talked about, and it kind of tying in with video games. Hideo Kojima. We know Hideo Kojima. Uh, he created video games for a little while. Um, and we got news that a game that he recently made in the last few years, Death Stranding, that was on for the PlayStation 4 specifically, um, is being adopted into a movie, which is pretty cool. That's the one that Norman Reedus was in the game.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. And it's like a mystery game. It's what they call a genre defying video game. They're doing a live action version of it.
And I wonder if they're
Um,
gonna actually get Norman Reedus to
that'd be
reprise the
kind of
role.
cool. That'd be kind of cool. So the basis of the story is a catastrophic series of events that blurred the boundaries between the worlds of the living and the dead, bringing forth nightmarish creatures into a fragmented world on the brink of collapse. So this could be pretty fucking cool. I don't know really much about the game. I heard the game was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, this could be interesting. Came out in 2019 on the PlayStation and had Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen is how we know Mads Mikkelsen's. Guillermo del Toro was in it as well. So hopefully they reprise their roles in these fucking games in this movie. Curious what they're gonna do with it. See, where should it be coming out? I know it's A24 is working on it. So
It's kind of funny. Like, if Brian was here, he would have hit A24. He's like, I'm in.
yeah, pretty much. Like I'm pretty much in on it too. Like I enjoy A24 stuff. Granted, it's my genre now, so I'm into it, dude. And as you can tell, kind of like a lot of the shit that we've been talking about lately is kind of been along the horror route too.
Well, you're gonna talk about
Be-
what you like, so I'm just
well,
asking.
not only just that, but like a lot of shit that is coming out is horror based
Because you know what it
or
is,
like
and,
horror adjacent.
no, but you know what it is, and it's the truth. You know, like when it comes to studios and everything like such, that horror was always one of those genres that that a lot of people kind of like kind of stood away from. That it was like only certain, certain you know companies produce these kind of movies. But
Mm-hmm.
then then when they saw like no, people like this stuff,
Yeah.
so that's when they
And not only
started.
just that, like, but the fact that like nowadays horror is actually good.
It's making a comeback like LL Cool J.
Yeah. No, but you don't call it a comeback because it's been here for years.
Exactly. And hopefully they'll be doing it well.
Yeah. Well, they pretty much have. Yeah, they've been doing it very well. And Mario says, as long as it's better than, and it's not, as long as it's not like a Halo live action. Yeah, the Halo live action was trash. People enjoyed it. I don't know how it had multiple seasons, but yeah, fuck that show. That show was trash. It's cocky.
Well, I never got into the series, like
I
like
enjoyed the game. I played a couple of the games when I had an Xbox and ages ago. Um, but
I've
yeah,
never.
not enough to be like, oh god, oh my god, I gotta play this fucking watch the show. Like, and I watched a couple episodes of it. I'm like, ugh, this is not good. It's not a good. It's not a good game. It's not a good show. The game is good. The show is not.
No, I
Yeah.
think the one of the things when it came to Halo that people were saying that when it came to one series that people really loved. I think what was it, Red versus Blue or something like that.
Yeah. 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 I think that was like a YouTube
Yeah,
one
it
that
was.
they did. Yeah. It was okay. It was okay. Not something I was like, oh my god, it's so good. Um, but we'll see. So speaking of something that was so good back in the day, obviously a bazillion years ago, we had the Bodyguard. You remember the Bodyguard? You know, Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. They did the Bodyguard ages ago.
Yeah.
Um, so they're working on remaking that, which could be interesting. And the person that's remaking is the dude that actually did the Eras tour for Taylor Swift. He did the recording of it.
When I saw that article, I got scared of saying that. I,
That
I, I,
she was gonna be the main person in it. No,
yeah.
no,
So I was just
no.
like, it's one of those movies where it's just like, well, I guess I'm not watching that.
No, it's just the guy that directed the Eras tour, which could be cool because I did watch some of it and it actually looks really good when you see it and when you put it together. And it makes sense because the Bodyguard was an artist and had their bodyguard essentially, so it makes sense. And it's also being written by the dude that did the Scribe. No, it's being written by the dude that did Juror Number Two, which is a movie that came out somewhat recently, and it got a lot of praise because it had a good writing and shit for it too.
Okay.
So yeah, this could be cool. Like I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. Of course, Bodyguard is a classic. Tons of people who watched it. Had an amazing soundtrack. Whitney Houston on every single track, obviously. Um,
If I'm correct, I think that was the reason why that soundtrack did so well.
yeah, because Whitney Houston, she was a hell of a fucking singer, and I think Costner got an Oscar for it or some shit. She got awarded for it. It's just one of those movies, just like wow, they got a lot of shit for it because it was a good movie. But yeah, that came out in like '92, so think about it, like it's how many years now? It's a long fucking time. So I guess it's one of those like due to have a remake for it.
Yeah, so over 30 years.
Yeah, so it's understandable, and it made like $411 million worldwide in the box office when it was first there, and it had and landed a couple Oscar nominations. So it works if it has that much of a backing. Why not? And Warner Brothers like, yo, we had a classic then. Let's do something with it now for today. I can see it. I can see it. I'm down for it. I like the musics, and I like a little bit of a drama thriller. Drama thriller.
A driller.
Yeah, yeah.
Driller. I hardly know her.
Yeah, yeah. It could be cool. It could be cool. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it, of course. Um, another one that's kind of interesting that I saw this week. Another thing. Matt Spicer. We've known him for a couple things. I actually enjoyed what he did with Ingrid Goes West. It's a pretty fun movie, but we're getting a Netflix comedy from him called Little Brother, and it's gonna be starring John Cena and Eric Andre. Eric Andre's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's very out there.
Yeah, he's a weirdo, but he's fucking funny. And John Cena's John Cena.
Listen, him as Peacemaker.
It's fucking fantastic in this piece, right?
Yeah, and then what was it? Him and Ricky Stenicki
Ricky
wasn't
Stenicki
bad,
was fucking great.
and the fucking Jackpot.
Yeah, Jackpot was awesome too. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this one. So like, I'm not against Cena acting. He's a fun actor, but this could be fun. Also, Eric Andre. Eric Andre's good. He's fucking hilarious, dude. Everything that I've seen him do, even like in his little minor roles, like he did in the Righteous Gemstones, I think in the first season. It's fucking fantastic. He's a great dude. He's a great actor. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this. That's coming out sometime the next year or so. Yeah, so that should be cool too. So continuing with shit, we got trailers. Of course, we got a shit ton of fucking trailers this week.
Yeah, I saw and I was just like, damn, okay, good.
Yeah, because we got a lot of good shit coming. It's something that I'm like a lot of things that I'm very excited for. So let's start with let's see, which one shall we start with?
Predator.
Mario said we can't see him as talking about, of course, our favorite John Cena.
Yeah, they're gonna you're gonna shoot a series or whatever. It's just like, why is that Eric Andre talking to himself?
Yeah. He's talking to his imaginary friend.
What was it? Have you seen that commercial, John Cena with the
That's
skin cream?
fucking hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, he did a commercial. I think it was with I think it was like a McDonald's commercial, talking about how he's tired of the joke and everybody and how that joke has lived on for ages, and it turns out to him just just with the fries just in the air, and it's literally just the fries by itself. You can't see him. It's pretty funny. But yeah, trailers. Let's get into trailers. So this really fucking wholesome trailer. I think Mario's one that sent it to me. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. I'm just gonna watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer for it. It's a tornado.
Okay.
Let's watch the trailer for Tornado.
Find her. Find her or I'll kill a fucking lot of you. Don't move. If you run, I'll catch you.
We have to leave. They'll come and kill us.
Tornado! Listen to your father. Defenses attack. Where'd you get this? You got my goal?
No. I do not want to fight you.
My father was a samurai.
You are your father's daughter.
Am I a samurai? Am I a killer? I am Tornado.
Remember my name.
That looks interesting. You're on mute.
My bad. I muted myself. I'm just talking without fucking not saying anything.
It's like
Yes.
if you're watching the video, you see how excited and smiley Steve was, and
Yeah.
he's trying to talk, and it's like you're on mute.
Yeah. It never fails. It never fails. You know. But
Go
yes,
ahead.
this looks
As you were
awesome.
saying, yeah,
This looks fucking cool.
I'm intrigued by it.
Dude, I'm super intrigued. It's a fucking Scottish like samurai movie. I am down for it. And she's a badass. She's just fucking chopping motherfuckers left and right. I'm down for it, dude. This looks fucking cool. I can't complain about it. I like it.
It's a good way to start trailers off.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's a great way to start trailers off. Let's start with another one. Let's watch it. Actually, the next one is actually something it's a sequel to something that we actually spoke about a few weeks ago. I was gonna say probably like a month or two ago. I think probably actually before the new year. We knew that they were doing a sequel to Freaky Friday. We got Freakier Friday. And this looks pretty interesting. Curious to see what they're gonna do with that. So let's watch the trailer
Okie
for
dokie.
Freakier Friday. You're like, whatever, I don't want to see this shit.
No, I don't mind, but it's just
It's not your cup of tea. I got you.
yeah. But
Let's watch the trailer.
I will always support Jamie Lee Curtis and have her having roles,
Yeah,
and Lindsay Lohan making a comeback after all her
absolutely.
personal demons and stuff. I'm happy that
Yeah, after all her shit. Yep, absolutely.
that she's
Yep.
she's doing well.
All right. Wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we don't want to look at your internet browsing history.
No, because that was a page that I'm actually like downloading games from. But you didn't
Allegedly,
hear that.
allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Like
That's
now when you do
fine.
the edit or whatever, you're just gonna put like a big restricted on the.
Nah, it's all good. It's whatever.
All right.
Oh, that's interesting. Your lifelines. It's like they've intersected before. You've walked in each other's path. How strange.
Really?
You learned a lesson. A lesson that may serve you again. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Bye.
Did you feel that?
I think it's just all in our heads.
Oh my god!
What was that?
Oh no, not again.
What's happening?
It's alright.
Who's in my body?
It's okay, it's me, Harp, it's Mom.
Wait, what? If you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
My face looks like a Birkin bag that's been left out in the sun to rot.
How do we fix this? Last time, we convinced everyone that we were each other. Until we switched back. Girls, that doesn't work. Ow! Ow!
I think I just peed a little. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for you to make your sexy grand entrance.
Sexy grand entrance.
Oh, like that.
That doesn't look that bad, dude.
No, it doesn't.
It looks
But,
fun.
At the same time, it's just one of those things where I'm not gonna say it's one of those movies that should have been out years ago.
No, but it kind of makes sense for what they're trying to do with this one.
Oh no, I get that.
Yeah. It's like they're older, way older. They're actually like, she's the grandma.
No, I
Lindsay
love
Lohan
how
had
she
a
said that.
kid.
I love that the little girl, whatever, is in Jamie Lee Curtis, which sounds dirtier than what I really meant it to be. And she's, she says like, my face looks like a handbag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Been worse if they would have been like she went, to look, downstairs and she goes, "Oh my God, it's like a deli." Just call me Arby's.
Just call me Meat Flaps.
Good old meat curtains. Episode title.
That's the episode title. Meat Flaps.
Good old meat curtains.
Yeah, meat curtains. There you go. Yeah.
Can't.
No, but this should be cool. This should be cool. I like it. Next trailer we got. Of course, we're. I'm a big fan of the horrors. Next couple of trailers are gonna be horror trailers, but
which I don't mind at all.
Yeah, it's fun because we like clowns, right? We're not too scared of clowns, are we? I have some grown ass dudes.
I fucking love you. Well, you already know I love clowns, dude.
Yeah, so
some people I know on the other hand or whatever have that coulrophobia. So
yeah. So let's watch the Clown in the Cornfield.
Oh, that trailer was fun. Go ahead, you can put that again. Well, first time for the audience.
What the hell? No. Why isn't it? Is it playing? No, it's not playing. It's playing on my side. Hold on. Stupid. Stop it. All my fucking trailers are playing. Yeah, well, everything is playing behind the scenes over here, not where it's supposed to be. Stupid thing. My computer's being all funky dunky.
Quack quack.
Yeah, quacky chucky. Wow, I'm all fucked up. Let's go.
This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is really cool. Where'd you get it from?
I'm OG Kettle Springs, baby. I got all kinds of stuff.
Does it work?
Try it.
Look out!
They're really big on tradition around here.
Every year, there's this parade where everyone gathers around a Fresno float.
Fresno? It's the clown on all the Bay Pen corn syrup labels. He's practically a local legend.
Smile, silly girl. You're about to become a sensation.
Be careful who you hang out with. There's some real weirdos at this town.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, very funny, man.
Hey, Ginger! You okay?
There's a psycho dressed up like Brendo, trying to kill us. Call 911.
Where's the button, Jen? What is this? What is
What kind of phone is this?
That looks awesome.
Huh.
That looks so fucking cool. I am so down for it.
I don't know why, but for whatever reason, when I saw the title, all I could thinking about was like, member of Slipknot in a Pita Rat field.
Yeah. I'm down for it too. That's cool with that. That's cool with that. This looks fucking cool. It looks cheesy as hell, but I'm down for it, dude. It just sucks because it looks like all the kills are pretty much in the trailer. But I'm curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah,
It could be
same.
totally different.
Well, I mean, there could be much more.
Yeah, yeah. It just looks like everything's in the trailer though. Like there's like 8 kills already in the trailer.
Well, remember they would like they cut a lot of them off, so it's just like you want to see like the end result or whatever, because we're a bunch of sick fucks.
Yeah, yeah. We're a bunch of sickos in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Yep. So the next trailer is from the creators of Talk to Me. Remember that movie Talk to Me came out a couple years ago?
No.
About the creepy hand or whatever. It's like a ceramic hand. You touch the hand and it takes you like places and shit. Get you
No.
high essentially was what the joke about it. But yeah, it's from those creators, and they have this new movie coming out sometime this year called Bring Her Back. And it looks pretty fucking cool too. So let's watch the trailer for that one.
Okie dokie.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't. This is their new sister and brother, Oliver. Oliver lost his family just like you guys. Needed someone that could give him special care. Listen, I gotta tell you a secret. Listen. It's like a little angel. It's a beautiful angel. It does beautiful things. Listen. 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 Some people believe the spirit stays in the body for months after death. We can bring her back. Listen.
That looks creepy. And I like it. I am excited for that. That looks so good.
I love how you're talking like, whatever. I forgot what you call it, the AMSR or whatever.
ASMRs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
looks so good. I like the way they did that. And how she's making little circles with the blood in her hand on the glass. It looks very nice. Very soothing.
And they go for the next stroke. Yeah. Oh, it went in the water.
It looks fucking cool. This movie looks awesome. I am very, very, very excited for it. I'm a fan of what they did with Talk to Me. So, with what they did with that one, if you haven't watched that one, go check it out. I'm curious what they're gonna do with this one. This looks fucking cool. It's very creepy. It's very dope. Yeah. So,
go for the next trailer. I'm gonna have to, go do a quick bathroom run. So.
Do you think? I'll play the next trailer. The next trailer is gonna be a fun one too, because of course, it's Predators. I like Predator, not those type of shitty Predators, but the good Predators, like the new trailer that came out for Killer of Killers. It looks fucking dope. Let's watch it. No, Killer of Killers.
You are old enough now. It's time I tell you about the monster. We must kill it, or it will kill us all.
That probably has one of my favorite fucking weapons that I've ever seen in a fucking movie, which is the harpoon going through the dude's airplane and just dragging him back out. Fucking amazing. I am so down for this fucking movie. Yes, it's animated, but it's fucking cool. It looks really cool. Like, I like the way animation style looks great. We got samurais in it. Fuck yeah. Let's get some samurais in this bitch. Why the fuck not? We got a bald predator? What? What happens to all the dreads? Since when do they not have dreads? This is very weird. But I'm very curious to see what's going on. Give me some type of reason as to why they don't have dreads. I'm down for it too, regardless. I want to see it. It just looks cool. It looks really fucking cool. I really like how the animation style and how you see a body just get chopped in half with ease in an animated trailer. Why the fuck not?
Predator.
Yeah.
God damn it! The trailer I wanted to see again.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, dude. What was it? What is it? The air fight.
Yeah.
And with the fucking scorpion, get over here.
With the harpoon and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the scorpion, get over here.
Yeah. Fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, knocking futs.
Yeah. That looks so fucking cool, dude. I am very excited for this one. I cannot wait. It's going to be on a Hulu in a few months. I am down for it, dude. Yes, there is another Predator thing coming out as well, live action. But this will feed my thirst for Predator shit.
And the animation style looks
down.
pretty good too. So
looks fucking dope, dude.
It reminds me very, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. But I'm down.
Mutant Mayhem, but without the mutants.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you go. You got it.
It's just mayhem.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, we got a bold Predator too. How?
that's the great granddaddy one. The years of stress and everything just fell off.
Yeah. Or my thought process is like he's just getting into the ranks, and he wants to become, one of the guys. So he's bald at first, and as he grows into the ranks, they give him his hair and shit or his dreads. And then technically, like, doesn't make any sense, but he could be.
It'd be kind of funny. He's like, you want to get your hair? You got to kill every.
Yeah. And what you're doing, you're skinning them, and you're turning their skin into fucking dreads and shit. Oh, that's pretty metal, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine that's how like you just came up with the story or whatever. It's like, thank you, and they're typing it up now. This is how they get their dreads.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a real gnarly way to do it, but that makes sense though. I'll fucks with it. And they look dope, dude. They look really cool animated, dude. Like the reveal of the Predator from like being in like, the invisible version and then him turning to visible looks fucking cool. I like it. I am excited for it. And then I've been a fan of Tron since I was a wee child. You've enjoyed Tron or no?
Like, I've seen the original one. I just like don't remember everything about it, and
Okay.
I never watched Legacy.
Legacy was okay. It wasn't bad. But we have a new trailer for Tron Ares. And this actually looks a lot better than Legacy.
It was funny because I think they debuted this on CinemaCon too.
Now, I believe they did too, but this looks pretty cool. Have you seen the trailer yet?
No,
Okay, so let's watch the trailer for Tron Ares. There we go.
120 miles per hour. Last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
This looks fucking cool. I like how they're mixing live action with it as well, and how they're bringing the Tron world into the real world. And I was trying to take over. So fucking cool. I like this. Very curious to where this is gonna go. Yeah, Jared Leto's in it. Whatever.
it was kind of funny when I was looking at it for a second. I was just like, "Is that Morbius?"
Yeah, it was Morbius for a second there. Yeah, but this looks fucking cool. This looks a lot better than Legacy did. Legacy was okay. It was cool. But the fact that they're bringing all the Tron world into real life, I like it. I like it a lot. This is fucking cool. I'm down for it, dude. What do you think?
I thought it was just funny that scene with the with the cop car, and then when they turn on the like, oh, light cycle go. What you don't been really messed up if like to turn it from like PG-13 to R. The guy's like, oh, I'm gonna grab my coffee. Gets his hand cut off.
Yeah. It's funny. Mario says he is more excited for Tron Ares than he is for Superman in 2025. Very, very exciting. That's very cool. Because
No, what I love is like I'm the opposite, and mind you, you already know I'm not a Superman guy.
Yeah, but the fact that a Superman guy is saying that he is more excited for this than he is for the other.
Yeah, but you already know Mario, whatever. They didn't want to see, like he was very against this new this new change when it came to the new, DC, movie.
Yeah, because he's a big, he's a big stand for what's his face.
He's a Snyderverse or whatever.
Yeah, he's a Snyder fan.
I was gonna say, like, the term is Snyder bro.
Yeah. He's a Snyder.
Snyder bro.
He's a Snyder.
Huh. No, that's not. That's a Pokemon.
There you go. Same difference.
His sniper.
Yeah, Sniper. Yeah, this looks fucking cool. I am down for Tron Ares. I like it. I can't wait. And then one more thing that came out that I am very excited for. I am a big fan of Metallica, and I am excited to see them in the summer. Actually, in a couple months. They have
That's another bucket list thing. I want to go see Metallica live.
yeah, they have a documentary coming out in sometime in the summer. I think it is called "Metallica Saved My Life." Here's a trailer.
Metallica is a state of mind.
Metallica is unapologetically real and vulnerable.
Metallica is
Hope, freedom, escape.
Every fan has a story.
I was a dork.
Always been kind of a loner.
I was a weirdo. Why are you listening to this white people music?
It didn't fit like the stereotype.
You're doing something different than everybody else.
I want to hear them. I want to hear them all.
Growing up in Civil War, I found the music that had been the soundtrack to my life.
The Metallica subculture in Brazil is completely different. We have an identity here. It gives me the lion heart.
Metallica is all of us together. It belongs to all of us.
Whatever you want to put on that, religion, cult, family.
Family.
Whatever label, I don't care. It's a gathering of like-minded people that are there to celebrate life. It's called Metallica.
Family.
Dude, I am so excited for the documentary because that kind of like gave me goosebumps watching that trailer.
No,
Again.
no. What I love is that this is the first time me watching this trailer. So,
What did you think? What did you think of this?
I would love to hear the stories of like how music helped them cope and find like kind of purpose and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was saying that the lady that she was saying that she was grew up in war and all. She's like, God
Yeah.
damn, you forget that
Mm-hmm.
some of us have it lucky compared to others.
Yeah, like especially like living here in the U.S. Yes, not a lot of us are on the up and ups, but as compared to other countries, we have it easy.
Yeah.
So seeing the lives and the stories of others, it's like wow. It's very, very humbling, I guess you can say. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this. I want to see this documentary so bad.
I mean, there hasn't been like anything announced yet, like like if it's gonna be in theaters or if it's gonna be on TV.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like a limited release in theaters. Like a lot of things that's coming out recently has been limited release in theaters, and then it's gonna be on streaming afterwards. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But this looks really good. I am totally ready to see this. I like it. I'm a fan of Metallica. What was the first Metallica song that got you into Metallica?
Well, the first song that I listened to, and I think we talked about it, last week or whatever, was because of ECW.
Oh
Was
yeah.
Enter Sandman. But my favorite Metallica song of all time is Unforgiven.
Okay. Yeah, we did talk about that last week. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, fair enough. I completely forgot that we did.
No,
It just makes sense that
maybe that's why when you found this, it just like yeah, let's bring this up.
yeah. Because I don't remember certain things from week to week.
Dude, you
Very
have a lot
weird.
of stuff going on or whatever, adulting.
Yeah. Mario also says Enter the Sandman is one of his first. Yeah. For Whom the Bell Tolls, one of my favorites, and one of the ones that like really got me into him.
All right, I got a random question for you.
Okay.
What is one Metallica song that you really like that people would be surprised that you like?
That's a good question. That's a
I'll
really
tell
good
you
question.
mine so you can have an idea of like what I think.
Okay, what's yours?
Better Than You.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's just kind of out there, and it's just like not your normal Metallica, but at the same time, it's Metallica.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
That's it.
fucking catchy as hell too. And then
Yeah.
that intro, whatever the like, I always say the bouncy ball, like that's always sort of the intro.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Whiskey in the Jar. That's the one that.
Okay.
It's a remake of a song, obviously, but it's one of those songs like I really enjoy it. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh, this is dope. This is a good song. But yeah, Whiskey in the Jar.
Yes, Kilimanjaro.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, this documentary is gonna be good. I really want to see it. I can't wait to see it. That about wraps it up. Unless you got anything else to add to the show, sir.
I think we're good.
I think we're good too. We got a good hour less than we did last week. But yeah, dude, it's been a good week. It's been a good episode so far, though. So like,
Oh no, it was fun. I just felt kind of bad that I had to go pee.
Dude, it's okay. We're human. We have the ability of actually going to pee.
No, but it doesn't help. Like, what is it? I drank like a big bottle of water, and then like outside, like where we're recording, it's raining out there, so I hear the drops, the water drops.
Yeah,
So as
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
to you, even though I have headsets on, I still
yeah.
kind of hear the drops on the air conditioner.
Yeah, because it's raining over here too. Well, it stopped raining a little while ago, but yeah, I get it, dude. I get it.
So it just kind of hit. I'm just like, God damn it! I thought I could hold out.
Yeah.
Damn you, dog beaters!
Damn you, being human.
Damn me, showing my age.
Yeah, that's me at 3:00 in the morning. I get it.
Fucking 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening to the show, everybody. We greatly appreciate every single one of you that's been listening. Mario, thanks for being in the chat like always. But
We
yeah,
should
make
probably
sure
next time invite him to the show itself.
Yeah, maybe if he's not busy,
Actually,
maybe next week.
Yeah,
we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him later about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys check out InnerCityGeeks.net, where we have a whole bunch of shit sometimes, because we got this show. We have Bryson Presents. We got Comics con Sabor, Manga Time, and Anime World. They're all over there as well. So much shit over there. Check out all that stuff. Yeah, Mario's just pushing
content.
Shit. Yeah. He's pushing content like stuff. Yeah.
He's
I don't know.
pushing,
My brain went blank for a minute.
He's pushing
my brain
content.
went blank.
He's pushing content more harder than drugs.
Yeah. There we go. That's a good one. Yes.
I mean, it's a nice comparison, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, we got you. Yeah. Yes, check out all that stuff over there. You could also listen to the show on Amazon, Pandora, stuff. iHeartRadio, yes.
Audible, and then of course the classic.
Motherfucking Spotify.
Motherfucking
My brain always goes blank when it comes to this shit. I guess it's because we're recording late and my brain just doesn't work anymore.
Dude, long work week, and then what is it? You got to work this weekend too?
Yeah, working baseball all weekend. Fuck yeah. I got to be up tomorrow early in the morning. Yay.
Yeah, adulting.
Fuck yeah, dude. But yeah, check out all that stuff there. You can find us on the socials, InnerCityGeeks on Facebook and Twitter. Facespace and Twitter, InnerCityGeeks. All one word, InnerCityGeeks. Find us all on all those. So, Alex, we can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at DeniedTinyed or on Instagram at DeniedTin_Y_ED. Where can we find you, good sir?
You guys can find me on the Instagram and the Twitters at Mr. Jackal, MisterJackal. And once again, we greatly appreciate you listening to us just ramble on for a few hours.
Yes, thank you for just, taking this adventure with us.
Hell yeah. We greatly appreciate you guys. Don't be a dick, but always remember Let the geeks shall inherit the earth.
Love you all. That was fun.
Yeah, man.